Hello lovelies, I couldn't be more excited to share this video because I know how much we love fall fashion. This fall we're seeing familiar favorites like animal print and oversized proportions, but also some unexpected trends like sheer accents and a surprising amount of pink. The real story you'll see throughout the video is that it's really not about just one trend. It's about the way that designers are mixing things that don't historically go together. For example, sporty with ladylike, oversized with body skimming, sheer with structured, and a lot of mix of textures. So if there's one common theme for fall 2026, it's contrast. And make sure to stay to the end of the video where I will cover the 3 trends I'm skipping, as well as some cherry pick trends that I'm gonna recommend to you depending on your style personality. So welcome back, I'm Zeba, and if you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you love modern style with timeless taste. We'll start with the predictable fall trend of animal print. This trend, without fail, is always front and center every single autumn. Actually never really quite left our wardrobes ever since last fall. Everything from Bambi print to zebra, snakeskin, leopard and cheetah print, of course, have been so relevant. And a lot of the same guidelines are still in place. You don't want anything too flashy or just kind of like you added an animal print just to finish off the outfit. You want to make it seem like the animal print that you do incorporate in your outfit feels very inevitable, almost like you would treat a camel or a black or brown. You want to treat it as a final touch of sophistication that really adds elegance, interest, and yes, even fun to your outfit. Out of all the prints, I find myself gravitating towards leopard print because it's very wearable. It's also a great accessory, whether that it's in your sunglasses, belts, shoes, bags. And probably my favorite way to wear it is in a coat, as was famously done by Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. And if you want a deeper dive into her style, then make sure to head to this video after this, where I cover a lot of different outfits. Many are super fall friendly that you can easily recreate from outfits that you already own. And if cheetah and leopard print feel a little loud for you, then a subtle neutral snakeskin is the way to go because it's typically very elegant. It kind of like blends in very well, especially with an ankle boot or a belt. It's a great way to instantly elevate the look and feel really relevant. Number 2 is the continuance of sportif dressing. This has been everywhere for a while, from Tory Burch to Ralph Lauren to Prada. We see designers incorporating lots of functional pieces, even in the runway. As brands have started to understand that we want to be able to move and look chic in our clothes, not just take a picture in them. So that functional comfort is everywhere this fall. And this is not about a cute little gym outfit. Instead, it's mixing these sportier pieces with much dressier ones. When you have something that's a little bit more elegant, like satin pants or a sequin skirt, or even trousers, when you add that windbreaker or even track pants to cashmere, not only are you getting more return on investment on the items that you already have in your closet, but you're also on trend. So wearing a collared pullover with trousers or a slip skirt is just the perfect way to do this. This pullover is by LILYSILK, which is today's video sponsor. I am thrilled to be working with them again. One of my favorite things about LILYSILK is that their products rival luxury pieces in terms of craftsmanship, luxurious fabrics, timelessness, durability, and design, while providing extremely affordable prices. And the pieces I have from them that are years old are still pieces that I wear today, because everything that they choose to make and carry is not only very fashion forward and relevant, but also timeless, which is the best of all worlds, because not only do you get your return on investment, you get less of that churn and burn in your closet that is so exhausting, but also you can feel really good about hanging on to a beautiful piece of clothing for years to come. From silk to wool to cashmere, everything feels so good on your skin. And they also have a zero waste policy. So all of the scraps and things that they don't use, they make into hair ties, sleep masks, and much more to make sure that they're using every last bit of fabric. Along with the Heirloom 89 pullover, another piece that I've worn a ton is the t-shirt I'm wearing right now. It's an oversized jersey tee that I knew I wanted to get it the instant I saw it, because I also have the long sleeve version that's a slightly more fitted top that I've been wearing on repeat since I got it. It's also in a lot of my videos. It's breathable, it goes with everything, it always feels good. It's like I'm in my pajamas, but it's also a little bit dressier, and I can style it with everything from denim to slip skirts. This is one of the shirts that I featured in my ultimate tucking guide because of its breathability. You can tuck it into everything from jeans to slip skirts, which is trend number 3. the column slip skirt. We're borrowing the slip skirt from spring and summer and we're adding it to fall with a slight little change. Instead of any type of flare, we're seeing more of a column shape, and this gorgeous slip skirt by Lily Silk fits the bill perfectly. It's in that gorgeous champagne color that is a great way to add lightness to the darker fall and winter colors. One of the things that you want to look for when incorporating this trend into your fall wardrobe is that it doesn't cling to your body, but it literally just skims all the way down, providing a very elongating shape that looks just as amazing with boots as flats. And because of its simplicity, you have a lot of versatility when it comes to choosing a top. For example, a great way to style your column slip skirt is with a long sleeve top like this jersey one from Lily Silk, and doing a side tuck so that it kind of does an artificial asymmetrical hemline. It's been so trendy in 2026 just to add a really interesting line to the outfit. Another great way is with a strapless top. This one is also by Lily Silk, and it's part of a set that's a silk wool blend. The trousers are a fall dream with pleats that are super flattering and have kind of that slightly low-rise cool girl feel. I love wearing this piece as a set. And when it gets a little bit chillier, you can add a white button down underneath just to give it a very Emily from the Devil Wears Prada movie. And if you love the style from that movie, make sure to head there after this. I have 2 videos featuring a lot of the outfits and how to recreate them from the movie. This set is perfect to wear together to make a statement, or as separates, like I showed you earlier with the heirloom pullover, just to have a little bit more of a sportif look. And then before I forget, the polo sweater. This one is the silk cashmere blend that feels like butter to the touch. It's beautiful and it's gonna be the perfect top to layer or wear alone throughout fall winter. So if you want to shop pieces that you'll wear this fall and for many falls to come, make sure to check out Lily Silk for high quality wardrobe essentials. Everything that I'm featuring in this video is linked in a QR code here in the description box below, as well as a pinned comment. For Satin Shoes, and this is a continuation from spring summer, but we're seeing them now in so many different styles. I have these also by Lily Silk that I've had now since the winter. They're in a beautiful burgundy, which is also a huge trend for fall 2026. This is in a very timeless style, pointy toe, kitten heel with very sculptural heel. And the reason I love this trend is because it's a really easy way to dress up a very casual outfit like your denim or your favorite pair of pants, and a great way to finish off an outfit like a chunky knit, the column skirt, and then finishing off with that satin shoe. It's a really easy way to look timeless in fall 2026. In terms of choosing to wear this trend, I would stay away from like ivory champagne because that tends to look a little bit bridal or more like an occasion shoe. When you pick olives, burgundies, blacks, basically anything else, it really allows the trend to shine. And also, strategically speaking, the more casual your outfit is, the more interesting the shoe will seem. Number 5 are what we'll call crazy proportions. And now there's a lot that can go wrong with this trend, but let's just steer you straight so that you feel really confident if you choose to wear it. Basically what this means is that everything that you can think of is more exaggerated. So that means longer sleeve, exaggerated shoulders, unexpected layering lengths. And one of the easiest ways that you can experiment with this is by doing a very controlled proportion. So this would be straight leg jeans, let's call it. Then allowing yourself to explore a more exaggerated proportion, like an oversized button down, like a long tunic, oversized blazer, or an oversized shirt, which is actually the next trend. The oversized shirt has never been more oversized than in fall 2026. And just in a tucking video, one of the big things that we covered there was that you can't really tuck a super oversized shirt because it's gonna create a lot of bulk. So guess what's happening? We're either finding creative ways to style it without tucking, or we're just letting it go. When styling a shirt like this, you wanna make sure that it's got enough structure that it can hold its shape. Also, when the weather gets a little bit colder and you can wear a turtleneck underneath, provide a layer and more interest to your outfit. Another unexpected way to style a shirt is by belting it. So almost treating it like a shirt dress. The thing with all of this volume to keep in mind is, like, for example, with what I have going on here, like I would definitely want to pull my hair back because it's very voluminous. I would want to keep my jewelry to a minimum. And a shirt like this would benefit from a more structural jacket that we'll cover in a little bit. But if you've ever wanted to wear like kind of like a boyfriend shirt and not worry about tucking it, this is definitely the season to do it. Kind of 180 from that is the reimagined ladylike trend. For as popular as the trad wife trend is, this is not about recreating a 1950s outfit. And let me know what you think about the trad wife trend in general. For this trend, we see all of the usual players. Lots of polished femininity through cardigans, the pencil and column skirts, brooches, and the elegant handbags. But then we see some deliberate disruption of the perfect picture of that ladylike trend by mixing and matching. So you might have a lady jacket with oversized jeans, or even that oversized shirt that we were talking about before, but with the pencil skirt that feels very ladylike. So kind of mixing and matching a lot of these trends and coming up with your very own custom expression of how you love to dress is what's really fun about this fall. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it's all about the contrast. So what can go wrong here? Very matchy cardigan skirt sets. So if you love this very ladylike feminine dressing, kind of pushing yourself to just change one element from your outfit, whether that be your handbag or swapping out your bottoms for baggier denim, or keeping the ladylike skirt but adding a sporty jacket. Number 7 is also not new. It's sheer separates. We've seen this for a while now. Lots of mesh and like dainty little detail in the forms of also lace and like lace trimming, translucent skirts, all the things. When we first hear about this sheer trend, it can be overwhelming because right away you think to yourself, I'm going to be exposed. But in reality, when you think about sheer separates, it's actually gives you a lot of control as to how much you want to show. Brands are already incorporating a lot of this and kind of solving it for you. Like I recently saw this dress by Sanctuary that is mesh. It's a beautiful pattern, mesh all the way from top to bottom, but you don't have to worry about what's underneath. It's already covered for you literally. So we're seeing a lot of these pieces out there. You don't have to necessarily solve for it. You just kind of have to decide, number 1, do I want to take part of this? And 2, could it add a little softness to my wardrobe? So things that can go wrong are not that different from what can go wrong in any outfit, which is basically wearing the wrong underwear, or if it's a sheer top, having visible straps, or having unrelated layers that make the outfit not look as cohesive as it could. So the easiest way to take part of it is by doing tonal dressing, adding a sheer layer for sophistication, and thinking of that separate as a layer, not like the one and done piece. The next trend is one that I love because I live in upstate New York and really benefit from this. It's the funnel neck jacket. It looks really elegant, regal, it's elongating. You can also forget about your scarf because it's too much, it's overkill to have a scarf as well as a funnel neck. The neckline is the outfit for this silhouette, so you can keep everything else really simple with that column skirt, straight leg jeans, a structured bag, an elegant ankle boot, and call it a day. Because again, a lot of times in the fall winter, a lot of what people see are just our outerwear. So investing in a funnel neck jacket that is cut perfectly is gonna really serve you. And everyone from Mango to Anthropologie to Aritzia to Coast or even Totem, depending on how much money you want to spend, has the perfect version of this, as well as Noor Hamor that has an incredible sale going on right now. So I would run, not walk to it because they're selling out really quickly. If you don't have a funnel neck jacket already in your wardrobe, this is definitely the season to do it. Okay, moving on to the really fun part, colors. As I teased in the beginning of the video, pink is everywhere. I just got this beautiful pink corduroy jacket by Boden that is got like military buttons. It's also got a funnel neck, really fun. And even though it is pink, it feels very fall. So it's kind of like looking for those hues that also complements beautifully with the other forever fall winter color, which is burgundy. And then chocolate brown. This is why I'm a little Easter egg here. And brown is the new black in any shade. And some of the best ways to wear it is in a monochrome outfit by just like adding different textures. It's the best. It's a really easy way to get dressed and build an outfit on those days where you don't know what to wear. And you also can't talk about brown without talking about suede. Suede hasn't gone anywhere. It's really held its ground for the last couple of years. And so if you've been kind of resisting suede and you just never really went on board, or you invest in suede, then you're in luck because this is front and center. However, it's not like head to toe suede looks. It's really picking and choosing strategically the suede item that you really want to shine, whether that is a jacket or one of my favorite suede bags, the Parisa Wang. I have a discount code, and then I just recently ordered their new suede bag that's a belted bag that's also a big trend for fall. So suede is going to be one of those trends that you see everywhere. The next three trends are also things that you're gonna see everywhere that I'm going to skip. The first one is exaggerated peplums. Peplum tops have been really trendy for the last year, and they're still trending in fall 2026. This top is perfection when it comes to hiding a tummy, adding a waist, having a more relaxed fit. A great dinner shirt. Where you start to fall into trouble is when you mix the peplum trend with the crazy proportion trend, and then that peplum starts to get a little bit out of control. Then you start getting into a top that's not only very hard to wear, but it's gonna feel very dated and soon. The second trend to skip, which I don't know what they're doing here, but here they are micro shorts, okay? It's tempting, especially with the combination of wearing them with tights, and you're like, I can get away with it because I have tights on. I don't think this is a great trend for women over 45, not because we can't wear it, but because you won't reach for it enough and it won't be worth the investment. Number three is the mobster wife faux fur. Faux fur is also going to be very trendy this year. Once again, I think fur in general is a fantastic texture to add. However, instead of doing an all furry look, adding little trims like this one and this one that just add an accent either at the sleeve or the collar that do give that richness and cozier feel, but that don't inundate your outfit. Now, if you're looking at all these trends and you don't know where to start, as promised, let me share with you kind of how to think about it depending on your style personality. If you love classic style, I would add a funnel neck shirt and the sporty pullover. Those are items that you'll wear over and over again. If you're a minimalist, I would add either a column skirt or the oversized shirt. The other angle for minimalist style is getting a workhorse set like this one, which lends itself to wearing numerous ways together. I love how this one looks with an oversized shirt underneath. The beauty is that as separates, you can also have endless options, like pairing the trousers with the sporty pullover and the top with the slip skirt. A set that you love that is high quality is also a great foundation for a fall capsule wardrobe that you can reach for time and time again. If you love the romance of the boho aesthetic, play into the oversized proportions that really flow with you, like with this poncho that also has a beautiful neck detail that's trending. Now, if you're a glam girl, then with this aesthetic, you want to lean into the animal prints that can help you shine brightly, whether it's accessories or separates like these pants, and add the suede trend to your animal prints for an added touch of texture and sophistication. And if you love very feminine fashion, I would lean into all the ladylike looks that we're seeing, but I would take a risk and add a kind of a more unexpected piece like oversized denim or something from the Sportif section. There is so much to cover with fall fashion, and I can't wait to share much more. If you want 5 shoes that I recommend for fall, make sure to watch this video. I'll see you there, and if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.